Well, hello and happy April. Welcome to the Sharpe Director Call. This is NSD Kristin Sharpe, and I'm so glad that you have joined us today on this beautiful, beautiful Georgia April day. And oh my goodness, talk about the best time to be a part of Mary Kay Cosmetics. I know many of you are coming off of Career Conference and you are so excited. I truly believe that this was one of the best career conferences we have ever had. And I know many of you have shared with me that you felt the same exact way. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a leader. Thank you for honoring our company and honoring Mary Kay Ash, who asked us to attend every single event. Well, I'm hoping by now that you realize that on January 1st, 2019, that we had a miracle happen in Mary Kay Cosmetics. January 1st, Mary Kay Corporate announced that for the first time in our company's 55-year history, that all consultants and directors could earn a luxury cruise on the newly remodeled Navigator of the Sea cruise ship. You guys, not to mention that you could bring anyone of your choice along with you. Airfare included, 5 days, 4 nights, in the beautiful crystal clear waters, white sand beaches of the Bahamas. Here's what's so exciting, you guys, is that hundreds of people have now earned the cruise. Reports have not yet updated for March, but I am guessing that pretty much all of the balcony rooms are gone. I'm not for sure. I'll confirm that with NSD services as soon as reports drop. But you guys, so many people are seeing the importance of earning this cruise and leading by example. Now, you guys, you've got to get on this boat. If you have been praying for a miracle in your business, this truly is your miracle. And what I love about this cruise promotion is it's very well designed. If you choose to earn this cruise with an eye towards your future, it's going to have a very positive long-term and short-term effect. And I truly believe that earning this cruise the right way can easily move you in greater ways than you can even imagine. I've told many of you that this promotion can put you in your Cadillac. It can put you on that top director trip to Hawaii. And this promotion can absolutely lay the groundwork to completing your national area. That's right, completing your national area. You know, what I love about this cruise promotion, you guys, is it's truly historical because, you know, there have been many firsts in Mary Kay. So imagine when Mary Kay announced the very first Pink Cadillac promotion. There was only 10 that were able to earn it that year. And my mom's senior NSD Dolly Griffin was number 11, if you can even imagine. Well, those first top 10 Pink Cadillac earners are legendary. So what's different about this promotion with the cruise? Well, everyone is eligible to earn the cruise. And you and your winners are going to be charter members. I hope you're using that phrasing, charter members of the first company promotion that was open to everybody. To everybody, you guys. Even the newest of beauty consultants can go on this cruise. And that's why I've even been talking about this cruise when I'm sharing the Mary Kay marketing, even at my personal skincare classes. I'm talking about it non-stop. And what this cruise, you guys, is doing for us for social media, oh my goodness, it's free marketing and advertising, and it's invaluable. So some of you have heard this story, but my aunt on my dad's side, who has never bought one Mary Kay product from me, was even asking, Kristin, I saw on your Instagram that everyone can earn a cruise in Mary Kay. Of course, I'm like, yes, Auntie, everyone can earn. And all of a sudden, you guys, my aunt on my dad's side, who has seen my mom's success, who has seen my success, now is interested in joining Mary Kay. 31 years my family has a Mary Kay business. 31 years. She's known my family since my mom and my dad were little, of course, but Now, because of the cruise, available to even the newest consultants, she's talking to me about the Mary Kay opportunity. So here's my point with this, you guys. The credibility this promotion is giving us, the engagement of conversations and messages and inquiries is invaluable. So I hope that you're utilizing social media. I hope that you're talking about this cruise in voice-to-voice, face-to-face conversations. So I want to shoot you straight on this call because you know I love you if you get on these calls. You can kid yourself if you think that when June 30th hits and you don't earn that cruise, that you'll just breathe a sigh of relief and think, oh, I didn't earn it, no big deal, and you can act like you don't care. But you guys, do not do that to yourself. Seriously, promise me and promise yourself that you're going to earn this cruise. Mary Kay Corporate is going to pull out all the stops on this, and people will be talking about this first cruise 50 years from now, just like we talk about the first 10 Cadillac drivers. So promise me that you're not going to kid yourself. There is not any cruise that you've ever taken that's in any way going to measure up to what Mary Kay Corporate is planning for you. Our company knows that they need this cruise to blow your socks off. They know that this needs to be over the top amazing. And for those of you that have never traveled on a Mary Kay trip, you guys, it's indescribable. It's like trying to explain Disneyland to your child that's never been. It's just hard to do it justice. So you just have to experience it for yourself. It's experiences like this that help you and the leaders that you lead see an even bigger picture. Not to mention, you guys, the relationships and the friendships that you're going to form on this trip. So Mary Kay's plan is that this cruise experience is just so epic, you guys, that no one ever just brushes it off and says that, it's really just not a good time, or it's just been a bad few months, or I had to make other choices and put my family first during this season. No. You guys, promise me if you're listening, you will not go down that road. You will be left on the dock crying and sorry that you didn't do the work. So instead, I want you to be intentional from this day forward and know that this will not happen by accident. This is something that you have to make happen. Well, many of you know, a few weeks ago, I asked 3 directors that finished the cruise requirements to share on this call. And some of you I know have listened to that playback over and over again, and some of you just have not yet made the time to listen to it. I highly suggest that you do. But I also want to kind of share with you the cliff notes that I gathered from that call. Okay, first of all, Sales Director Jessica Williams, she finished the cruise on February 28th and shared that she really didn't start working towards the cruise qualifications until February 1st. Now, those of you that know Jessica know that she has 5 kids from 2 years old up to 13. And she said she spent the entire month of January trying to get everyone in her unit excited about the cruise, and then realized January 31st that was a huge mistake. So February 1st, Jessica changed her focus and energy to earning the cruise herself, and she finished in 28 days. Jessica said, to earn this cruise, you must have a sense of urgency. She shared that the cruise promotion exposed her weak spots, and when she became honest with herself, she knew where she needed to adjust. This promotion also forced her to work full circle and to start concentrating on building reds. She went on to share that she watched the cruise promo video every day to pump herself up. And she wrote out an affirmation about building leaders, which was one of her limiting beliefs. And she read that affirmation out loud daily. She also made a list of red jacket hopefuls. I loved that, red jacket hopefuls. And she worked off that list. she started having conversations with personal team members that were in active status that had never been in red before. She said that seeing the list of even who was eligible to be in red got her moving into the right direction. Jessica said that she prayed over that list and then got on the phone to see who was willing to play ball with her. Also on that call, sales director Carolyn Kelly, who also finished the cruise in February 1st, or February 28th. She has 3 kids, a 19-year-old, an 18-year-old, a newborn. And many of you know her story. A year ago, she was fighting for her life and her pregnancy. And Carolyn shared that whatever you've been going through, you can snap back. She went from barely making production and having 1 red jacket to doing over 31,000 wholesale in February and ending the month with 9 reds. She made the commitment to hold personal skincare parties, and she made a couple tiny tweaks in her verbiage. So Carolyn said, instead of saying Mary Kay Ash said that at every party there is at least one woman that will join our company, Carolyn adjusted to say, at every one of my parties, there is 2 to 3 new team members that join my team. At every one of my parties, there is 2 to 3 team members that join my team. So watch what I do today and see how much fun I have. Well, you guys, Carolyn discovered that when she was saying that there's only one woman at every party that will join our company, in their mind, people were thinking, oh, it's that outgoing girl over there, or, gosh, it's the girl sitting there that wears a lot of makeup. Where now, just by adjusting her verbiage, making that small tweak, there are usually 2 to 3, people start thinking, this could be me. She then adjusted to be more bold by saying at the end, hey, Susie, are you thinking about giving Mary Kay a shot? Hey, blank, are you thinking about giving Mary Kay a shot? All of a sudden, you guys, Carolyn went from no one joining on the spot at her parties to 2 to 3 signing at every party. Her new team members saw the confidence that she had and then, of course, thought this was normal and replicated it. As a result, she earned the cruise. Also on our Sharpe call, we had sales director Stephanie Motaz, who also finished the cruise in February. And Stephanie talks a lot about uncovering your why for going on the cruise. Her why is for the cruise to be like her honeymoon for her and her fiance. So fun, right? Well, some great questions to ask yourself and your team members are, how could earning this cruise impact you and your family? You guys, I don't know how many times I've asked this question, hundreds. How could earning this cruise impact you and your family? Or this question, who are you going to take with you on the cruise? Who are you going to take with you on the cruise? And then digging deeper, what made you choose blank? What made you choose your husband? What made you choose your daughter? What made you choose your sister? You guys, it's amazing what they say. Things like, I want to take my mom who's never been on a cruise and it's her 75th birthday. Or, I'm taking my daughter to expose her to other Mary Kay kids. I've heard that a lot. Or, I want to take my husband because we have not been on vacation together in over 10 years, and he deserves a vacation. You guys, the list goes on. I'm taking notes. I'm reminding them of what they shared with me. Now, what I also love is Stephanie shared about how she asks herself every morning, who am I moving up the career path today? Such a great self-coaching question. Who am I moving up the career path today? Stephanie also started an Emerging Leaders Zoom call, and she did it weekly, even before she had anyone that was in red. So my point is, you guys, if these directors can earn this, can do this, so can you. And I want to remind you that you deserve to go on this cruise. And like Stephanie shared with us, the person that you choose to bring deserves to go on this cruise. And I think it's so important to know that the women that you lead need to see you earn this cruise. So many of you know that live here locally that I have been wearing this captain's hat that I've got on Amazon for $8. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you have not ordered one, you've got to. It totally puts me into the cruise mode, beast mode for the cruise mode. And it was like $8 on Amazon. But my whole point of wearing this cruise hat is I'm pretending that it's real. And it's such a conversation starter, especially when you're wearing it with your beauty coat and your black skirt and your black flats. But I'm committed to wearing this captain's hat because I'm so excited about the cruise, you guys. And I can't even earn this cruise as a national sales director, but I'm excited because I'm fascinated with what a captain hat symbolizes, and I'm excited about what this cruise is going to do for the future for all of you. Now, I've even gone as far as getting these little headband mini cruise captain hats that we're using for the Queen of Sales and the Queen of Sharing at our meeting too. They're the ones on Amazon with the headband. And so now the Queen of Sales and the Queen of Sharing, instead of a crown, okay, we're giving them a little mini captain's hat that they wear for the night. Everything, even at our unit meeting, is surrounding the cruise. So going back to what I've learned about studying captains, because I've really been researching them a lot. It's very interesting. But basically, the captain of a ship is the person who's responsible for everything on board the ship. She has to be well-versed in resource management, logistical planning, rules and regulations, technical management, and budgeting. And the captain is the CEO of a floating company, but really with a more hands-on approach. Now, actually, captains explain their position as not just a career, but a lifestyle. Isn't that interesting? Not just a career, but a lifestyle. And when asked, what is the life of a ship captain like, many describe it in one word. They say, awesome. Awesome. Now, in my studies, they went on to explain that it's great to be the captain, but with this position comes great responsibility. The captain has to think way ahead of everyone else on board. They're in charge of everything on board. The buck stops at her. They are the leader, the manager, the motivator, and everything else in between. So a good captain inspires and empowers her crew to perform at the best of their ability. You guys, isn't it fascinating how the role of a captain sounds awfully similar to the role of a sales director? In fact, you guys, as I was digging into this, I see the captain's hat to be very comparable to our sales director suit. Many people want the suit, just like many people want to be the captain. But when it comes down to it, they're unwilling to steer. So directorship, direct your ship. Directorship, direct your ship. If Mary Kay Ash was watching you work your business, would she think you were the captain or the mate? You know, as a director, we have many varied responsibilities, and you guys, let's be real, they're all important, right? So earning this cruise is going to have to take focus, or it's going to slip through the cracks. So do not miss this boat. I'm asking you to be intentional. Be the captain and direct your ship. So when I say be intentional, there are going to be things in these next 90 days that you're going to need to let slide or that you're going to need to delegate in order to pull this off. But the other genius about the design of this promotion is the focus on you. And really, that's where we're paid, is on our personal work. We're paid the most. So it's not your job to turn yourself inside out to get a bunch of your red jackets on this boat, and then you stand there and wave as it floats out to sea. You guys know that is not how this was designed. I want you to lead by example. So it doesn't even matter, you guys, right now, if you're not on target for the cruise or really any of your seminar goals. Seriously, most of us are never on target according to In Touch. But the most important thing is to be on target in your mind. Let me say that again. The most important thing is to be on target in your mind, because you have made the decision to achieve Destination Red. And here's what I love about this cruise, you guys. It's a way to have a singular focus to multiple wins. Let me say that again. It's a way to have a single focus to multiple wins. So even if you have nothing in towards the requirements of this cruise, which I don't think is the case, but let's just say you don't, it doesn't matter. So I don't want to talk a lot about the 3,600 wholesale, because I hope as a sales director, you're at minimum earning that key. Really, you know, my belief is 1,200 wholesale a month to cover your expenses, because you're retailing 2,400. But what I would suggest that you do is that you figure out what you have left in wholesale to do in the month of April, and literally get that order in, make the sales, reach out to your customer base, and just finish that 3,600 so you can check it off. Because it's going to feel really good when you can check off that first requirement if you haven't yet. Now, the second requirement is the 6 qualified. And if you will start now and get your 6 qualified in, and then you help those girls get into their red jackets, you guys, it's going to filter down. There are going to be girls in your unit that just rise up to your example. It's like the quote Mary Kay said, monkey see, monkey do. But I truly believe the sooner that you finish the cruise, the more leaders you will have on the ship with you. I also believe that some of the people in your existing unit will just earn the cruise too, but I believe they need to see you pull it off first. I truly believe that. So I want to share with you what I believe are some of the anchors to you earning the cruise. So if you have a pen or paper, you can take notes. You're going to want to. So the first anchor is to get your head in the game. Anchor number 1 is to get your head in the game. So I want you to think of this cruise as like the Super Bowl of Mary Kay promotions. You know, I had a conversation with a couple top directors I might have shared on this call that told me that they were just not excited about going on the cruise. And they went on to tell me that, you know, Kristin, September is the top director trip to Hawaii, and then the next month is October, and that's the cruise to the Bahamas, and that's just so much traveling. And you guys, out of my mouth, clearly, without a filter, I said, oh, poor you. 2 luxury free trips, 2 months in a row. Your life sucks. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, in my head, I was thinking they are either stupid or crazy. And I know that's not very nice, but Mary Kay just gifted them on a silver platter the promotion that could finish their national area. And that's how I want you to look at this. This is the promotion that can finish your national area. And I just want you to understand this is the game changer for all of us, you guys. That's my point, is you are at an arm's distance of your greatest dreams in Mary Kay. Do not miss the big picture on this. Get your head in the game and make the commitment that you're going to do whatever it takes. Anchor number 2, decide how many leaders you will have on the boat with you. So anchor number 2 is to decide how many leaders that you will have on the boat with you. So what's your number? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or beyond? What's so strategic, you guys, about this promotion is that even a brand new consultant has the opportunity to earn the cruise. And this is such an incredible perk to highlight when you're talking about the compensation plan. You're sharing Mrs. Cap. And you guys, that's what I love about wearing my captain's hat or even that Destination Red t-shirt from the company, because it gives you the perfect lead-in. You also can pull out a picture of the cruise ship and get them excited. I hope you're not throwing away those postcards that come in your orders, because those you can be plastering around your house. You can be giving out at the meeting, reminding people, using them as decor. And perhaps asking them even in the interview process, even when you're sharing the opportunity. So hypothetically, if you were to join Mary Kay and earn a cruise, who would you take on with you? Who would be your plus one? Getting in that mindset to even be thinking the thought, hypothetically, if they were to join Mary Kay and they were to earn a cruise, who would they bring with them? It allows them to start dreaming. Okay, so I want to make sure, we've talked about this before, but I want to make sure you're on board with this. Did you know that as a sales director, having one cruise qualifier on average will result in $11,316 in pay increase? Pay increase. $11,316 on average is what your income will go up. If you have two qualifiers, $22,632 pay increase. Three qualifiers, over $33,948 pay increase. Four qualifiers, over $45,264 in pay increase. Five qualifiers, over $56,580 increase. You guys, who can get motivated by earning an extra $56,000 in the next 3 months? Seriously, everyone on this call has the ability to make that happen. Some of you are like, oh my gosh, Kristin, I'm going to have 10 earners. I want a $100,000 pay increase. Go for it. So where did I get these numbers? If you haven't checked out the Destination Red Sales Director Business Benefits document, it's on In Touch. Make sure to print it off because it can help you calculate the estimated production and the potential earnings that come from this promotion. And they give you averages and then they give you medians, okay? So you can decide. But the other thing that I did, you guys, is I blew up a huge picture of the cruise ship, and I take it to every party. I talk about the women in our national area that are committed to earning the free cruise. I have their picture on this poster. And I invite the women at the party to get on board and to be a part. I also on Amazon bought this huge sheet that's like a cruise ship. I guess it's a sheet. It's almost like a backdrop, I guess. It's ginormous, okay? And I'm using it at all my events to get people excited. It's great for selfies. It paints the picture. You know, you could do something like get on deck with it. But I also love the tracking sheets that Mary Kay gave for us in our director box. But I took it to the next step because I have them, of course, in my office, but I also took them off to Depot and I had them blown up to take to my unit meetings and my events. So they're just bigger. But with all of the new Great Start Qualified product bonus bundles, you guys, and all the team building bonus bundles, what I love is that a new consultant can get to profit level so much faster, and she can pay off that initial product investment. So after signing their beauty agreement, which I call a registration form, or their starter kit order form, I don't call it an agreement, okay, and getting that first order in, the next conversation needs to be asking them who is going to be their power partner or who is their best girlfriend that they could do this business together. Because I want to get her to senior quick. It's going to boost her confidence and her paycheck with that $50 bonus for each qualified. Plus, she can earn all those product bundles valued at over $220 for each Great Start Qualified. So once she sees how fun and easy this is, you guys, she will push to bump up to red. And then, of course, get that $100 bonus for being a first-time red. Be on target for the cruise and so on. But that's the conversation with the newbies, okay? And the reason I'm going there is because they don't know any different. They think that's normal. All right, anchor number 3, make your goal visual. Number 3, make your goal visual. So if I came to your house or I sat in your car, would I know what you were working for? Would I know that you were working for the cruise? You guys, I just encourage you to have your goals and your dreams all around your house, in your car, on your date book, on your cell phone screensaver. Many of you know that I had the Cadillac symbol duct taped to my steering wheel for a year. before I ever earned my first Cadillac. But every day I saw that symbol and I visualized myself driving pink. So are you visualizing yourself on the ship? So you're going to want to have your goal poster to have things like your unit size goal or your red jacket goal or your Great Start Qualified goal, perhaps even faces, you guys, of the women committed to being a cruise earner, or blank spaces to represent the winners that you will have. And maybe your poster has a picture of you and your husband like hanging off the balcony of the cruise ship because you know what? You're like, hey, I'm taking my husband and I want him to see himself on this cruise ship. You know, maybe it's a picture of you and your mom or you and your daughter, but make it visual. So the key, you guys, is to include things that motivate you, but also pictures that represent the benchmarks. And I suggest that you share your goal poster with your unit because when they see what you're doing, guess what? They're going to want to make a goal poster too. All right. Anchor number 4, paint the vision. Paint the vision. So take pictures of your leaders wearing the red jackets. You can put these pictures on your goal poster, but more importantly, so they can see themselves in red. I do this also with my red jackets. I have them put on the sales director suit so they can see themselves wearing that suit. So highlight the women that are doing sharing appointments, the ones that are adding new team members and coming in Great Start Qualified. Focus on recognizing the things that you want more of. So how do I do this? Once they earn the free product bundle, I highlight them with a cute JPEG that I make off of Pic Collage. And it says, off to a great start. And it has a picture, and we put it in their Team Boxer group. We put it on Facebook. But I also have one for women that earn the team building bonus and bundles, and one for the people that are tracking Destination Red. What I have found is people love seeing their picture. And it also sparks other consultants and family members and friends asking and inquiring about what all this recognition and free product and cruise even means. So it starts the conversations. All right, anchor number 5, make a plan. Make a plan. You guys, here's what I found is that usually 1 in 5 sign after hearing our marketing plan. 1 in 5 sign. So I calculated for me to get 6 personals, okay, I need to do 30 personal sharing appointments. And from those 6, I need to get 3 star team builders. So I need 3 of the 6 to do 15 sharing appointments. Okay? So 3 times 15 equals 45 sharing appointments. So 45 shares from my team plus my 30 personal shares equals 75 shares away from earning the cruise. Did you see how I did that? 3 times 15, 45 sharing appointments to get those 3 women in red, plus my 30 personal shares equals 75 shares away from earning the cruise. You are 75 sharing appointments from earning the cruise if you have nothing in. So, you guys, I really like to work the Pearl program. I romance the pearls, just like I do with the key jewelry. I don't wear my fancy NSD suit or diamonds. I wear my beauty coat and the pearls of sharing to all of my personal parties, my business debuts, and my unit meetings. And you guys, it's so fun to see how excited new consultants get to earn their pearls. And these appointments are key in transferring the skill of interviewing and sharing our marketing plan. And I have found that my team members that have heard me do these sharing appointments, either they're 3-wayed into the call or they're present with me, they start to feel more comfortable sharing the opportunity by themselves. Okay, anchor number 6, be intentional. Be intentional. So you can earn this cruise and not have it have really any far-reaching effects on your unit. I mean, seriously, you guys, let's be honest. You can gather up 6 personal use consultants. You can convince them to place a $600 order and then get at least 3 of them to find 3 personal use consultants and convince them to place a $600 order, and you could get on the boat. But here's the deal. This time next year, you will have not budged 1 inch from where you are now. So you can legally pull off a win without really winning. But instead, I encourage you to earn this cruise with intention. Make a list of the attributes you want your personal team members and your next leaders, your next offspring sales directors to possess. Pray over that list and ask God to bring those women into your life and to give you the courage to talk to them. Because what you focus on magnifies and multiplies. So let me share with you some of the attributes on my list. I'm looking for women that love God, who have strong work ethic, who are energetic, that are mentally healthy, women that are kind, women that have an entrepreneurial spirit, women that are emotionally stable, women that love our product, and women that are competitive. You guys, I teach my team members to make a list of the qualities and attributes they want their personal team members to have. And then I ask them this question. Who do you know that has the qualities that you're looking for? Who do you know that's already in your life that has these qualities? You guys, it's so amazing. They start naming people in their life, their best friend, their aunt, their neighbor, their coworker. It's crazy. I share this because at Seminar 2012, you guys, I was in the top 10 for the Court of Sharing. And honestly, I was really surprised because that year my goal was to be the queen of unit sales and finish the million. And that year we finished the 970,000 Circle of Excellence. And it really just wasn't a fun place to be when your goal was the million. So when we got backstage for the Court of Sharing, and I realized that I was in one of the top 3 chairs. So backstage, when you're in the top 10, they have you sit in these chairs in order, except for you don't know who's 1, 2, or 3, because they bring you out, I think, by alphabetical order. So when I got down to the top 3, I was back there with 2 Latino women, one who spoke English and the other who didn't. So I was talking to the one that spoke English, asking her how many qualified recruits she had. And she had something like 60. And I was like, oh my gosh, 60 qualified. Like, are you kidding me? And I said, well, how many does she have? And so she was talking to her in Spanish, and the lady said 80. And seriously, I thought there was like a language barrier, because I'm like, no way did she recruit 80 qualified. But she did. She recruited 80. And at that point, I was like, hey, that's awesome. I'm number 3. So excited to be here. This is a win for me. I didn't hit my original goal. I'm excited to be number 3. Well, at that seminar, I was crowned the Queen of Sharing. And I was literally in shock, because how you're really queen of the Court of Sharing is based on the commissions earned off the qualified team members once you hit 24. But in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if she has 80 or she has 60, that's just so many. Even if it's based on commission, like, I can't compete with that. But I was wrong. You see, it's quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. So when I looked back that year, 2 of my new team members finished the Court of Sales. One earned her car. One became a sales director. One was a DIQ and on target for her car. And that year, in the quest to hit million, my only focus was to find leaders that wanted to work this as a business. It wasn't just to find 24 women that could do a 600 and cross and check off a box. So I hope that makes sense, you guys. Quality over quantity. Now, here's a fun stat that I recently heard. I thought it was brilliant. You can drive a Cadillac if you have 25 women in your unit that always earn their star. So it only takes 25 consistent star consultants for you to be a $350,000 Circle of Achievement unit. But it takes 778 personal use consultants to achieve the same thing. Crazy, huh? So here's my thought. Finding 25 women that want to work this as a business seems much easier than finding 778. So be intentional. This leads me to anchor number 7. Persist until it's done. You guys, don't give up. Winners never quit and quitters never win. This business works, but it takes work. You can't sail the ship alone. You must empower others to come alongside with you. And I truly believe through your example and support, you will be building teams of teams. I just want to remind you today that you are closer than you think. You're at an arm's reach from your biggest dreams in your Mary Kay business. This cruise, when executed with intention, can shift your entire future in Mary Kay. No one on this call has to be left on the dock. This Mary Kay cruise is going to be epic. It's going to be history-making, and you want to be a part of that. So let's review the anchors. Number 1, get your head in the game. Number 2, decide how many leaders will be on the cruise with you. Number 3, make your goal visual. Number 4, paint the vision. Number 5, make a plan. Number 6, be intentional. And number 7, persist until it's done. Ladies, captain your ship and lead your crew on the cruise of a lifetime. Thank you for investing in yourself and in your business. Thank you for earning this cruise for yourself, your family, your unit, and Mary Kay Cosmetics. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.